What you guys, got another rogue removal video here for you. I want to thank Malwarebytes forum for the actual sample of this rogue, and I'm going to be showing you how to remove this. So it's pretty difficult to remove this one if you don't know what you're doing. This one's running in safe mode, also safe mode with networking and safe mode with command prompt. It will run there and it will be very difficult to remove if you don't follow this procedure. So let me just show you how to remove this. Now this rogue is pretty much like all other rogues. Gives you a full scan that comes up here saying that you're infected, pretty much like all the other rogues does. And what they're trying to do is force you into paying for the product to actually remove these fake viruses on your system. And it does the same as all the other types, blocks the actual task manager there, and also command prompt, anything like that, it will block it from running. It also blocks the internet, so if you try to run Internet Explorer or anything like that, you may think you're going to get away with it there like some of the other rogues, but as soon as you click on it, it actually stops you from getting on the internet as well. Now there is a way around it. You can actually get a download link, a direct download link, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But as I said, this does actually run in safe mode with networking. So here is the icon on the desktop. Let's find out where the actual file is located. We're going to come down to properties here, and if you look here, there's a big folder with another folder called program data. That's where it's actually located, and that's a hidden folder. So I'm going to go in there now. I'll show you how to show that. I'm going to go to organize here, folder and search options, and then view, and then show hidden files and folders, and I like to unhide the executable part of the extensions and click OK, and there you should see the actual folder. It's sort of grayed out a little bit there. Click on there and you'll see a folder, and this is where it actually lives. Now you might think I can rename this folder or file. You try and do that, and then what it does is it renames itself back again, so you can't actually rename the file. UVK has a trouble running with this. I've tried to use UVK with it, has trouble running, and a few other things. I'm going to show you a quick way around it. So let's have a look at the actual process of paying for the product. Now do not pay for this. As I said, this is a fake, and you can see they're trying $109 US for this actual product, and it ain't going to do you no good. I'll show you how to get the activation code anyway for free. Click on this, and this is the activation code that you need to put in to actually help you remove it. Now what the activation code's going to do is allow you to run scans. It won't remove the actual rogue itself. Okay, it will say it's removing it, but it will allow you to run some scans to remove it. Malwarebytes, TDSS killer I would advise you run, and also you will need to fix the actual executable part, because it will stop it running, as you'll see in a second. Now I'm going to leave this part for a second and show you it without the code as well, in case the code doesn't work, in case they change it. I'll quickly show you safe mode with networking as well, just to let you know that you can actually see it there as well. So I'll quickly reboot. So I was tapping F8 on the keyboard there. Now the normal process is come into here. It infects all these three areas here. Okay, so either way, you're not going to get away from it. It's always going to be there. So we'll let this boot up. Okay, that's nearly loaded in now, as you can see. Now once you get to safe mode with networking here, as soon as you right click and try to do anything like this, it straight away the rogue will start up, which is pretty nasty, and this is where it's going to scupper a lot of people. Now obviously if you have got the code in there, which I've give you, you should be able to run Malwarebytes and stuff like that, but I'm going to show you another way of getting around it as well. Okay, so let me just move this to one side here. I'll try and do it in safe mode with networking, so you can see I'm going to move that to one side. I'm going to come down to the actual run bar here. I'm going to type HTTP, and I will put the link in the description of the video. Okay, and I'm just going to quickly type this out. So I'm going to type live.sysinternals.com and then /proc.exe. Now once I've done that, I'll click on this here and it's going to allow me to download the actual Process Explorer here. Now the problem with this method is you've got to be quick, because if you try to put this to sleep it will start up again, and this is the problem that you may face, but I'll show you how to get around it. You need to do it pretty quickly. Okay, so I'm going to save this here. Now we can't run that as it is at the moment because I haven't put the license key in. You should be putting the license key in. I'm going to try and do it without the license key, not to show off but just to show you that you can do it other ways. Okay, so I'm going to call this WinLogon because I know it will run with that. So I'm going to leave that where it is there, and also what I'm going to do is open up the location ready so I can delete that. Okay, so I'm going to snap that into place there and then close this off. Okay, so what we need to do here now is start up our Process Explorer. We've got the rogue running there, and also this is the actual location of the file. So if we're quick, we can actually close the process and then delete that file, and that will be the end of that. So let's run this. Okay, so we've got this running now, as you can see, and what I'm going to do here is going to come down to the actual process. Just going to pull that down a bit there so you can see, and here's our rogue running. So I'm going to quickly right click on this and kill the process. Okay, now if you do try and suspend it or something like that, it does restart up. Okay, so you can't do that. So I'm going to quickly delete this and then delete that file, and then click OK, and then quickly delete like so, and that's the end of that rogue, which is okay. But the actual rogue is now gone, and we should have a problem with the internet now because we need to fix this part. Okay, as you can see, you try to run any programs, and what's going to happen is you're going to have an issue with it. So we can actually do a fix for that, and I will, as I said, put the link in the description for you. Just going to quickly open this up here. I'm going to download this file to the desktop there. Okay, so we've got this file here, and I'm going to run this file, and what that's going to do is fix the issues that we had, and as you can see, issues are now fixed. We should be able to access the internet. There you go, and pretty much that's that problem now solved. So what we need to do now is reboot the system. I'm going to quickly delete that. I'm going to reboot the system back into the desktop. Okay, so that's now all back to the desktop, as you can see, and there was nothing on the system. I had no malware bytes, no antivirus, nothing running on this system. So if you haven't got anything, you know that you can do it. We can delete that shortcut now, and the best thing to do now is go to Malwarebytes and download that program. And we'll quickly download this. Okay, I'm going to quickly scan for any rootkits that may have been dropped on the system. And pretty much that should be clean now. Now if you could actually have rootkits on yours if you've got more than this one infection. Another thing you want to do is check for proxies, make sure everything can quickly update there. And while that's updating, I'm going to quickly check the proxy for this, make sure it's not there. You go Tools, Internet Options, Connections, and then LAN Settings, and make sure there's nothing down here Okay, and you may want to check your host file as well. And I'll quickly run a scan for that, and then you should be good to go once you've scanned that up. Okay, that's the scan over with. I'll just quickly remove those and then restart the system, and that will be it. The job's a good. My name is Brian from Britec.co.uk. If you enjoy these videos, please remember guys, hit that subscribe button and show your support. Also rate and favourite my videos if you enjoy them, and I'll be making more videos again in the future. So thanks again for your support guys. Bye for now.